Ooh. Oh my God!
Have you ever had a day on the water where nothing seemed to go right? If you've watched my previous videos, you would know that I have. Show clips.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Now, I've already talked about keeping a positive mental attitude in a previous video, but today I'm going to take you through a recent fishing outing where big mistakes cost me fish. I should have caught at least 5 fish that day in a couple of hours, but I only wound up catching 1. Note, this video's intent isn't me dwelling on the fish that I missed, but me realizing what I could have been doing wrong that led me to losing some of these fish. I am not saying I would have caught all these fish if I did everything I was supposed to do, but fixing these mistakes probably would have led to me catching more fish and maybe even help you out on your next fishing trip. Mistake number 1, using a frog. Okay, so one of my favorite topwater baits is a topwater frog. I have caught many bass on frogs or similar lures such as the hollow body sunfish. At this part of the lake, the wind was pushing water into this little cove. The water level was high, but because I knew there were tall branches from previous times I fished this lake, I decided to throw a frog. However, since the wind was blowing pretty hard that day, I probably should have thrown like a buzzbait or a spinnerbait, some lure that works better in the wind. For all I know, I made the right decision because of this.
Oh, he has it.
Mistake number 2, waiting too long to set the hook. Okay, we're going to stop it here. On every fishing video teaching you how to use a frog or any type of topwater bait, everyone says the same thing.
You want to give it a 2 count.
Reel down, give it a few seconds, and then I feel that pressure.
To wait 2 seconds before you set that hook.
What are you not supposed to do? What I did, and wait long enough for the fish to spit out the frog. What happened here was the fish bit my frog and must have started swimming towards me. When this happens, you don't feel anything at the end of your line. Since I didn't feel anything, I thought he missed my frog. As you can see here, when I said, "Oh, he has it," is when I realized my frog, which is a topwater lure, wasn't on top of the water. After that, I decided to throw my crankbait. My spinning rod was in my car, and I didn't feel like making the walk back there. So I decided to tie it on to my bait casting rod with braid. That was my 3rd mistake. Now, the problem with using a crankbait on braid is that braid has absolutely no stretch. What this means is you run the risk of ripping the hook out of the fish's mouth. Fluorocarbon or monofilament line would have been much better use to that specific day. Now, I did wind up catching 1 bass after realizing my 4th mistake, and I'll get back to that catch in a little bit. But after I caught him, I went right back to making that mistake with my next bite. So here's the clip. See if you can spot the mistake.
Ooh. Oh my God! No! No! That was a nice one! Oh my God! Oh my
Okay,
God.
this mistake was not my reaction. Let's break it down. When I get the bite, I don't drive the hook into the fish's mouth. When fishing a crankbait, you don't set the hook like you would a frog or any type of other soft plastic. Going back to the fish that I actually caught, you can see that right when I get that bite, I sweep the rod to the right, driving the hooks into the fish's mouth. When I got the fish on land, I realized he got the back hook in his mouth. That means he probably swiped at it. If I didn't only have 15 minutes to fish after that, I would have tried to change color and see if I could get a better hook set. If you look at the fish I missed, I didn't drive the hook into the fish's mouth. When you see me come with my rod to the left, it's actually after he's already jumped up in the air, and that probably could have ripped the hook out of the fish's mouth. Well, that's it for this video. I have some other good videos planned in the near future, so be on the lookout for that. Until next time, I will see ya.